Well, I suppose the important thing to know about this family is that it's functional. I suppose we won't need to talk about feelings, well, don't we do that, I'm afraid. Don't see the point of it. There's no reason to dwell on things like that, is there? I mean, what do you actually want me to say? There's nothing to be said. Dwelling on the past. It won't get us anywhere. And we're getting along well, aren't we? Yes. I think so.
I sit here and I roll up the wool and I like the wool and winding it round and they look at me and I look at them. This is it. This is life. I'll just roll up the wall.
Routine. Very important. I learned that in the forces. Discipline. Keeps things in check. Yes.
And as long as we follow the routine, then nothing out of the ordinary should happen.
Very good. Very good.
Why isn't my picture on the wall?
You see, we tried to keep him safe. Arnold did get out once.
I used to look from my room, from the window, and outside.
I must have just been very deep in my thoughts, and
I went to the front door, and I entered the latch, and I opened it, and out I went.
well, Frank noticed, and I felt awful for not noticing. And Frank got up, and he went out and looked for him. He came back, and they were both wet. Nothing was said about it. We just put Arnold in the bath and in his pyjamas and straight to bed. He's not tried again. I think he realises that we're doing it for his own good. We're keeping him safe.
Very good. Very good.
Everything all right, dear? Yes. Yes, I'm fine. I'm fine. Yes. How are you? I'm fine. Good. Both fine. It's just you seem a little tense this evening. Tense? No.
We named the first after Frank Jr. And then we really struggled to get pregnant again with Arnold. And when we finally did, it was just Well, it was just wonderful. And they were both so precious. And then one day, well, I just left the room for a minute. I should have been there.
Stiff upper lip. That's what they used to say, isn't it? Keep a stiff upper lip. Well, that's what I do. Not just my own benefit, you understand. That's what holds us together. It's what keeps this ship afloat. Yes. The important thing that you need to know about us, we're a very normal family. Oh, days. Days of preparation, yeah. I was drawing up schedules for the day. A list of presents. A list of the order to open presents in. And of course, the schedule would include times. Times for getting up, times for putting on the kettle so we're ready for the birthday cups of tea or the birthday breakfast. I drew some diagrams of how the day might pan out.
And then one day, well, I just left the room for a minute. I used to like to listen to music, songs with stories that you can listen to and get lost in.
Why do you think, Arnold? Why do you think I might be in a bad mood? I'm good and
But Frank isn't so keen, so I really don't listen so much anymore.
sometimes. Not very often. Sometimes Jean will go to bed a little earlier than me. Knit 13, open bracket, 13, comma, 13, comma, 13, comma, 20, comma. What do I think about? Well, I think about whatever I'm doing. I think about the task in hand. Knit 5, comma, knit 14, open bracket, 17, comma, 20, comma, 23, comma, 19, comma, 20. I'm not a daydreamer.
You're all right here. I shouldn't call it down, really.
See how nicely we all get on when you're a good boy. I just do
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Arnold. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Arnold. Happy birthday to you. Well, we get him up. He's terrible for sleeping in sometimes, you know. I don't know why that is, but we wake him, of course, Jean and I, that's my wife, and we come downstairs to the breakfast table, which Jean has laid out in her usual immaculate manner, and then we'll have a cup of tea, usually. Usually we have some breakfast, but this year the presents came out quite early. Because, you know, Arnold gets very excited. He gets very excited about this time of year, yes. So, as it was a very special birthday, we thought that we would bring the presents out a little earlier than usual. I think Arnold really appreciated that, you know, yes.
Well, I ran up to my room and I took my party hat with me, and then my dad came up and knocked my party hat off, and so I was really upset, and my mum came up and she got me this big new present, and it was this jumper.
You can't get anything more special than something that's been made by your own mother, can you really? It's such a beautiful thing.
one day there was this awful happening, and, well, I just left the room for just a minute, and Arnold started crying, and I came back, and it was just awful. And I don't think Frank Sr. ever really got over it.
Well, I think she always enjoys Anne's birthday. It's a very sentimental time for her. Lots of happy memories around that. But yes, I think she did. I think she did. She gets a little bit emotional sometimes because of the enjoyment of the day. Yes, it's been a very pleasant day for us as a family because, of course, our son Arnold is having his birthday celebration today. So yes, there we are. There were presents and fun. Yes.